Hello, Cleveland, and everyone from everywhere else. Welcome to your 10-minute TA, roughly, for the day, May 28th. 'Tis a Wednesday. Before we get started, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. That would really help out the channel, get more eyeballs on these videos, hopefully. And as a thank you, I promise that any comments that come in through the channel to these videos, I will respond to each and every one of them, except for the scammers. I will report those comments immediately. Get out of here, scammers. All right, let's dive into it. So, looking here at the 90-minute chart first. I'm going to turn down the volume just a bit more. There we go. Looking at the 90-minute chart first. Looks like price action came just about $200. So you got down to 106.796. We'll say 106.8. My little cross here, my little X marks the spot, was at 106.6. So yeah, almost double top that we pointed out yesterday, last night, did play out exactly where we said it would. So we can get rid of this drawing now, this double toppy thing. Yeah, you can see that we did wick under the 200, but the candle bodies did not break under the 200 here on the 90-minute chart. And yeah, we found a bounce, and we're currently bouncing, currently moving back up over 108. And yeah, things are looking all right. Why do I say all right and not good? Well, because the RSI is in bearish territory still, and it's coming up on the medium line, which is a common place for the RSI to turn around to remain in bearish territory, or vice versa if it's on the upside. Like over here where it got to the medium, turned around. It didn't get much higher, it failed that push, but still, that happened. Or like here, where it came up to the median and then turned right back around. So we'll see if what happens here. And the other thing that's telling me maybe not is that these stochastics are coming up fast. They're pumping up real fast. Now if they get up into overbought territory before RSI breaks into bullish territory, and before the price action can get over this local resistance, make it red, local resistance near 108.5, we'll say. So if we can get over 108.5, break over that, turn this back into this local resistance back into support, well then there's a chance to form an inverted head and shoulders. If that did, I guess I would draw it out. That would possibly form an inverted head and shoulders. We'll see. And if that did form, well, then we'd be looking at a move that roughly make you not red, make you green. We'll look at a move that'll roughly take it back up to about 110, 960, back up to 111. All right, let's see what happens. I mean, this is an if this then that statement, so don't worry about this green line or this drawing unless price action can break back up over 108.5. It looks like it may, but it also may not. So let's take a look at the lower time frames to tell us what the 90-minute may be doing. Okay, so baby's waking up. I gotta go deal with this. I'll pause and be right back. All right. I am back. Let me turn this music back on. There we go. Why is that so loud? Because it's coming out of the wrong speakers. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. Baby woke up and I'm kind of responsible for him at night. Just I gotta hold his hand for a little bit and get him back to sleep. Turn his little sound machine back on. Anyway, we were here on the 90-minute chart. We were looking for if price action could break up over this local support level here of 108.5, then we would say, hey, perhaps we would form this inverted cup or inverted head and shoulders and then move back up towards our all-time highs. But look at that. Price action did not. It got rejected. Let's see if 108 can hold and push back up. Oh, we're looking at the 22 here. My mistake. Thought we were on the 90. But yeah, on the 90, it's still looking like it could break over there, that local support, and find its way up to forming what we were just talking about. However, on the 22, we are seeing some downside movement on the stochastics, and the RSI falling under its signal line. That tells us some bearish momentum could be happening. However, we are above the median 50, and that means that the RSI is still in bullish territory there. And yeah, if our stochastics can come down into oversold and then start turning back up before this can get under the 50, and price action could stay over that 108 or at least close to it, well then, excuse me. Well, then perhaps we can turn this around and push that 90-minute stoch even higher, pushing everything up a little higher. Yeah, let's take a look at the 5-minute. Let's see where it's at. This 22 was under its 200, which is a bearish sign. 5-minute. Oh, over your 200. Cool. Stochs are oversold, so that means it should move up from here. Alrighty. Let's see some more upwards movement here on the 5. What about the 1? The 1 is also, well, it's not over its 200, just came under the 200, but it could come right back up over. The Stochs are pointing to the upside again, but no bullish divs. No bullish divs or nothing. Yeah, no bullish divs or nothing, so nothing really saying that it's going to change direction, other than the Stochs and the RSI pointing to the upside. So let's see if it can get back up over 108, 155 here on the 1-minute. First breaking over that 200. If that can happen, then that could drive the 5-minute further up. Otherwise, the 5-minute will get stuck down here and drive that 22 down even further. 22 goes down further. Well, the 90-minute's going to turn around on the Stoch side. It's going to find that median here. Find resistance here at the median. And the RSI will move down as well, and then price action will fall further down as well, possibly finding salvation again from the 200, but most likely not. So where would we be going if it can't find its support? Whoa, if it can't find its support. All right, well, let's take a look-see at the 6-hour chart. And that can tell us where things are going. To the downside. Why the downside? Well, we are oversold on the Stochs, but we have just moved into bearish territory on our side. Still under its signal line. That means that there's bearish momentum. We saw this symmetrical triangle yesterday. Now, these are supposed to be 50-50 patterns, but they tend to break down. And you would take the base, the length of the base, and that would be your measured move. To the downside, brings us right back to 99.6. Our next support level, major support level below us. Now above there, we can, get stopped by this support level, local support level, here at around 102. And should we break under 99.6, well then the 200 here on the 6-hour hanging out at around 96, 97, that can become the support. Although most likely it would take a slower move down, and the 200 will meet right up here at 99.6, and then we'll see what happens after that. But at the moment, that's what I think is coming. Some more downside. Don't like to say it, but that's what I'm seeing. The daily, on the other hand, still looks fairly bullish. I mean, oversold Stochs. So like if the 90-minute Stochs can keep going up, that'll push the 6-hour Stochs up, and then that can push the Stochs here up. Got a small double bottom going here. Segment a little double bottom going here, possibly. If that does take off, it'll bring it back up to all-time high. That's where the double bottom would go, is back where it started. And then it would have a small extension. We'll include the wick. a small extension up to roughly 116, which would be roughly the same measured move as our big old bull flag that we've been in since started in November. The poll ended here in December. But yeah, giant bull flag, still been in it for a long time, and it would play up to about 115 if this move did play out. Not necessarily that it does. This move could have already played out, and this could have been that move, and our 115 estimate is a little bit high. I'm going a little long here, but right now, if the lower time scales can turn it around, the daily can push up a little further. But like I've been saying for a while, this has been going up and to the right since early April. There needs to be a bit of a pullback, more so than these little sideways movements, 5-10% pullbacks that we've seen. No, we need to have a big old 20% pullback. We need to see that before we see any more run ups. At least I think so. That would be healthy. Seeing this just continue to run up, man, that would get overbought so quickly. Alrighty, that's that. Thank you so much for watching. Uh, I guess I didn't predict what's going to happen, but tomorrow I'm going to look for more downside unless price action can get solidly get back up over 1085. Anyway, thank you for watching. Music courteously provided by Luminous Philo and Sack Squatch. Y'all are awesome. Much love, and I will see y'all tomorrow.